What's up, guys? Xraypc here. We are here to bring you guys a guide to make you a better aimer in the game. So I'm using Hella to showcase this. If you guys go into the training range, drop down here, come into this little shooting range area. You have a bunch of things you could do. Parameters, always come here first. You could go from Galactabots to actual characters. I would always advise the actual characters. Galactabots are cool too. I mean, if you just like come here, boom.
5, 4,
It starts it, takes
3,
5 seconds when you hit that,
2,
hit G.
1.
You always have to walk up to it, there's no other way. And then you just like, okay, they stand still. Close as well, by the way. Right, and you're like, okay. That's kind of like good reaction time. Like if things are static, like you could just, you know, kind of practice like flicking or flick back and forth to be accurate and whatever. But you could change this. You could change it to be like, okay, I want them to be random. I want them to be mid-range because I want to actually practice like normal dueling, which is mostly mid-range / short range. But you could just do mid. You could do, instead of them just standing there, you could do this, you could do movement. You can make it insanely fast, so I'll show you what that looks like.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Way harder, right?
Another soul to an opportunity for combat.
Also, this is gonna go to the next segment of when you're aiming in the game, you want to aim towards the right side of their body. So let me make them stagnant. Come on.
5, 4,
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
It's easier if I walk up to them as well. So you see, like right here, see how like I'm really close to this thing I'm missing? Okay, which makes sense. I'm shooting through his holes, right? All right, so let me do the same thing. I'm aiming the same way, right? I'm missing. I'm shooting. I'm clearly missing shooting his holes. Right, right here. I'm staying in the same spot. I'm just looking to between the holes, right? So the reason why that's happening is because in a third-person shooter, my body is still like that where my hand is leaving and shooting the blade. The blade is still leaving my hand towards, even though my crosshair is here, my character's body is still majority towards that person, or my hand is leaving is still towards that person. In a first-person shooter, where I'm looking and my gun is pointing, you can see everything's clear. In this game, it's third-person, right? It's like a Rogue Company, Fortnite, whatever. So if you're used to those, you go, okay, that makes sense. I need to aim towards this side of their body. Because no matter where I aim, oh, you troll. The troll bot. Let me do it on an actual person this time. Let me do it on, we'll do it on like, I don't know, Iron Fist.
5, 4, 3.
But yeah, as you see,
2,
it's like,
1.
you can literally, it literally looks like you're missing. And it's like, alright, see?
Why bother?
Oh, maybe he has a big hitbox. Holy crap. He's the only character so far that's actually worked.
An opportunity for combat.
Okay, there you go. Like I'm aiming but way above his head and I'm hitting. See?
As expected.
Look, missing. Like in my mind, I'm missing and I'm hitting headshots. It literally missing. Missing. I'm missing. In my mind, see, I should be missing there. As long as you're dead on with the target, you could aim here. Obviously, you gotta adjust it. It's a little bit hard. The more to the right you get, the more accurate you have to be. But if you're like in a straight duel, like this person's trying to duel you, you just aim to the right side. Always towards like the right side of the body. Obviously, always try to be on target. But if you're always gonna be like, okay, I don't. If I'm gonna be slightly off target, I'd rather be slightly off target to the right than the left. I'll give you guys also some settings in game. Also, here, you go to mount, like change your sensitivity, obviously depending on controller or keyboard. You have crosshair settings. Make sure you change your crosshair. You could also import your crosshair or export your crosshair. What is it again? This one. So this is my crosshair. I'll put it in the description down below because a lot of people like mine. A lot of people keep asking for mine, so I have a command in my Twitch chat for this. Also, I stream on twitch.tv/Xraypc, by the way. Xraypc is my name on Twitch. I always keep allied health bars on, always. Any hero, doesn't matter what character I'm playing, allied health bars on. Display, I use frame generation. People say it has a delay. I don't feel the delay in this game. I don't think there is a delay. I don't know what they did, but they fixed it because I use frame generation in other games. For sure there's a delay, but most of the time I just want the FPS. I'll take like the 0.1 millisecond delay or some weird almost unnoticeable delay for me. Like the finals, that definitely has a delay. I felt it. But the FPS was so bad, I felt like I was playing worse without it on. This game, honestly, the timings is so unnoticeable that I was like, I just want it on because I went from 100 FPS or 110 FPS or something to 230 FPS. I just play astronomically better and hit all my shots. I just hit more shots with it on. So it's up to you. This one's up to you, but just know there is that maybe like slight, depending on how bad your system is, I feel like there's like a slight delay issue. I have 4070 and like an insanely good AMD CPU, so. If you want to see my specs, it's like I have a specs command. It's SPECS on Twitch. You're just gonna go to the Twitch chat. Even if I'm offline, you can do the command. And then another thing is low latency mode. If you don't use this, turn this off. Like just literally have this off, and then put this. If you can use this, you just put this to like performance. Get as much FPS as possible. Everything here. Also, shadows always reset to the highest setting. By the way, every single time you guys start the game, you guys wonder why you guys like the game runs terrible. That's why. Everything else is there, and then we're gonna go into I'll show you guys how to do this. So if you guys go to, let's see, Windows button R. You type in percentage, app data, percentage. You're gonna have to go into files to turn off mouse acceleration. Mouse acceleration is default on. I don't know why. Since the alpha, and they have not changed this. Mouse acceleration is default on. If you are a FPS gamer, hardcore Kovacs grinder, and you're wondering, man, this game just does not feel good randomly. Like it just makes no sense. I'll be hitting my shots, and then randomly I'm just always inaccurate for no reason, or like it just doesn't feel as good, and I have to adjust my DPI and my settings and my DPI and it just doesn't make any sense. This is why your thing is always on. I don't know why the only game ever in FPS and third-person shooters that doesn't allow you to turn off mouse acceleration. I don't know what their fixation is on this. I really hope they change this. No FPS gamer likes this. I'm gonna be cold-blooded with it. Nobody likes this. I don't know why they have it as no option to turn. They have a million accessibility options, keyboard options, controller options, whatever options, and they just don't have this as an option. I don't know why. But yeah, you gotta go in config. You go in app data. You just do that thing, or you can find it normally in your settings if you know how to. App data, local. Sometimes it starts roaming. You just gotta swap to the local. Marvel, saved, config. Like I'll show you. Saved is folders. Config folder, Windows folder, game user settings. So then you go into game user settings and you open it, and it opens this. You type this script in. I'll have this in the description and the comments down below, and you just put that in. Make sure the game wasn't open when you fully did it. Save it, and then you go into properties. Also make sure it's read only. Mine was automatic read only, so you could right click it, just hit properties, read only, and then so that when your game, like every time it starts, it like kind of does like a refresh of settings, and just make sure you do that so it doesn't change your settings. And so because some people have to do that if they have like horrible computers, they have to do that the only way they like force before the game starts to not put everything on ultra. Some games like to put all their settings on ultra right away so that people automatically default just look at the game good, but then people with horrible computers automatically just have the worst experience. So that's why they do that, and you can just do it read only. It won't do that. It won't like update your settings or anything like that. And yeah, that's why it's a lot easier for me to aim. Now I gotta like adjust my aim, my sensitivity a little bit more every time to figure it out. To like figure out the new sense, because I was adjusting my sense so much for mouse acceleration.
An
And
opportunity
I kind of
for
got the aim down
combat.
with it, but characters like Hello was impossible for me to get
Endless
consistent
battle
with.
means ever increasing hell.
Double kill.
I'm really good at like micro adjusting sometimes, but man, it was really hard when you're like this, and instead of just doing this, I was like over here. But yeah, I hope you guys like that video. That's pretty much all I can really say on like how to improve on aiming. Is just use that shooting range in a game, because it's like, I mean, sure, I could say Kovacs, I could say Aim Labs, I could say all that stuff. You guys could do that stuff, but really, it's if you're using a mouse and keyboard, the most important thing: mouse, accel, going to that shooting range in game and doing stuff in game. You're only gonna learn this game in game. Doing Kovacs, Aim Labs as much as possible, it'll help build a little muscle memory for sure. But like nothing's more important than just going in game, using the character you want to aim with, and just actually shooting stuff. And the best way to do it is down there in the shooting range, and then turning and changing those settings. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and peace.